Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about something incredibly important, something that affects our parents, grandparents, and eventually every one of us. Many older adults suddenly stop walking as much, either due to pain, stiffness, fear of falling, or simply decreased confidence. But the truth is this: movement is medicine, and you don't need a gym or special equipment to regain strength, balance, and independence. Balance is one of the first physical abilities to decline as we age, yet it is also one of the most important for maintaining independence. Every year, millions of older adults experience falls, and many of these incidents lead to injuries that could have been prevented with simple at-home exercises. Balance and stability aren't just physical abilities, they are life skills that determine whether someone can move confidently, walk safely, climb stairs, or simply stand without fear. When older adults stop walking due to pain, weakness, or lack of confidence, their balance declines even faster, creating a dangerous cycle that increases fall risk. But the good news is that balance can be rebuilt at any age. The 6 exercises we will discuss aren't complicated. In fact, they're specially chosen because they target the muscles and reflexes responsible for steady, coordinated movement. These exercises strengthen the ankles, knees, hips, and core, areas that play a direct role in preventing falls. As these muscle groups become stronger, the body naturally becomes more stable. A person who once felt unsteady will start noticing that it's easier to stand up, turn around, climb steps, or walk across a room without feeling unsure. Balance exercises also improve reaction time. When someone slips slightly or loses their footing, the body needs to react instantly. Stronger, more responsive muscles help catch the body faster, preventing minor stumbles from turning into serious falls. This is especially important for older adults, because aging slows reflexes naturally. Training those reflexes regularly keeps them sharp. Another important benefit is improved posture. Poor posture shifts the body's center of gravity forward, making people more likely to fall. As balance improves, posture becomes more aligned. Standing straighter also increases lung space, improves breathing, and boosts confidence. And we cannot forget the emotional side of this. Many older adults limit their walking because they fear falling. This fear is powerful and often leads to even more inactivity. But when someone practices balance exercises and feels their stability returning, that fear begins to fade. They walk more, move more, and begin trusting their body again. Most importantly, these exercises can be done at home with no equipment at all. Whether standing near a wall, holding the back of a chair, or simply doing controlled movements in the living room, older adults can build the strength and coordination needed to remain safe and mobile. Balance training is not just about preventing falls, it is about protecting independence, improving quality of life, and ensuring that aging does not have to mean losing the ability to move freely. Walking may look simple, but it actually involves a complex coordination of muscles working together. The legs, hips, and core all play crucial roles in supporting body weight, maintaining rhythm, and pushing the body forward with each step. As we get older, these muscles naturally weaken unless they are used regularly. When older adults stop walking, the muscles weaken even faster. This is called disuse atrophy, and it greatly increases the chances of falls, joint pain, and overall physical decline. That's why strengthening exercises are vital. They rebuild the muscles that make walking possible. The leg muscles, quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, and glutes carry most of the workload when we move. Without strength in these areas, even simple actions like standing up from a chair or taking a step become difficult. Weak legs can cause shuffling, slow walking, or unstable steps, all of which increase fall risk. The exercises we focus on are designed to activate these muscles safely and effectively. They help rebuild strength gradually, making movement easier every day. The glutes, in particular, are often overlooked but critically important. They stabilize the hips and pelvis during walking. When the glutes are weak, the body sways from side to side, balance becomes harder, and pressure increases on the lower back. Simple movements like mini squats or seated leg lifts can dramatically strengthen these muscles. The core muscles, those around the abdomen, lower back, and sides, support posture and stability. Without a strong core, The body becomes unstable even if the legs are strong. A weak core also leads to back pain, difficulty standing straight, and trouble adjusting to uneven surfaces while walking. Strengthening the core doesn't require intense workouts. Gentle movements like marching in place, sitting and lifting knees, or standing with controlled arm movements can engage the core safely. Stronger muscles also improve joint health. When muscles support the joints properly, there is less pressure on cartilage, reducing pain in the knees, hips, and lower back. Many older adults stop walking because of joint pain, but strengthening exercises often reduce that pain by stabilizing the joints and improving movement mechanics. Another major benefit is improved endurance. Many older adults get tired quickly, even when walking short distances. Strength-building exercises boost stamina, making daily activities easier. Climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or walking around the house becomes less exhausting. This increased endurance encourages more walking, creating a positive cycle of movement and health. Finally, stronger muscles boost confidence. When an older adult realizes they can stand up more easily, walk farther, or move without wobbling, they feel more independent and motivated. Strength training is not just a physical improvement, it transforms how people feel about their own bodies. One of the most common complaints among older adults is stiffness. Stiff knees, stiff hips, stiff lower back, stiff shoulders. This stiffness isn't just uncomfortable, it limits mobility and can make walking feel painful or unsafe. A major cause of this stiffness is poor circulation. When people move less, blood flow slows down, and the joints don't receive the nutrients they need to stay flexible. Muscles tighten, joints stiffen, and pain increases. But the simple exercises we recommend can dramatically reverse this process. Movement increases blood flow throughout the body. When blood flow improves, the joints receive more oxygen and lubrication, which helps reduce grinding sensations, cracking sounds, and stiffness. The synovial fluid, the body's natural joint lubricant, flows more freely when the joints are moved regularly. Even gentle exercises like ankle rotations, knee extensions, or hip movements can stimulate this fluid and help restore mobility. Tight muscles are another major source of pain. When muscles aren't stretched or used, they shorten over time. This shortening places stress on the joints and reduces flexibility. Older adults often feel this when they stand up after sitting for long periods. They feel stiff, sore, or unable to straighten fully. Regular exercises help lengthen muscles and loosen tension. Circulation also plays a huge role in managing swelling. Many older adults experience swollen feet or ankles, which can make walking uncomfortable. Gentle lower body exercises act like a pump, encouraging blood to move upward toward the heart and reducing fluid buildup. This is especially important for people who sit for long periods or have reduced movement. By improving circulation, these exercises also help deliver nutrients to the muscles. This speeds up recovery, reduces inflammation, and helps the body feel more energized. Better circulation is linked to improved heart health, better skin tone, sharper mental clarity, and better sleep. All things that contribute to overall well-being. Joint mobility also affects balance. When the ankles or hips are stiff, the body cannot make the quick adjustments needed to stay upright. This is why older adults with stiff joints are more likely to lose balance. By increasing joint mobility, exercises make it easier to shift weight, turn around, step onto different surfaces, and recover quickly from small stumbles. Even chronic pain conditions, such as arthritis, are improved by gentle movement. Many older adults think they should avoid exercise when they have arthritis, but the opposite is true. Lack of movement worsens stiffness and increases pain. Consistent, low-impact exercises help reduce inflammation in the joints, increase flexibility, and strengthen the muscles around the joints so the joints themselves carry less load. The best part is that these mobility-boosting exercises require little effort and can be done in a chair, standing, or even holding on to support. With just a few minutes a day, older adults can dramatically improve circulation, ease stiffness, reduce pain, and regain the joy of moving comfortably. Of the biggest obstacles older adults face when trying to exercise is accessibility. Many feel intimidated by gyms, unsure about exercise equipment, or worried about overexertion. Others simply cannot leave home easily due to mobility challenges or lack of transportation. That's why the beauty of these 6 exercises lies in their simplicity. They require no special equipment, no gym membership, and no complicated instructions. They can be performed right at home, in a living room, on a balcony, or even next to a bed. In today's fast-paced world, people often believe exercise has to be long and intense to be effective. But research shows that even 10 to 15 minutes of targeted movement can make a tremendous difference in strength, balance, and overall health, especially for older adults. These exercises focus on quality, not quantity. They strengthen essential muscles, improve joint health, enhance flexibility, and boost confidence without requiring long sessions or high effort. Another advantage of at-home exercise is the ability to move at your own pace. Older adults don't have to worry about keeping up with a class or pushing beyond their limits. They can rest when needed, adjust movements, and choose when to exercise, morning, afternoon, or evening. This flexibility dramatically increases the likelihood of staying consistent. Consistency is the key to success. Exercising for a few minutes every day is much more powerful than doing a long workout once in a while. Because the exercises are short and easy to follow, they become part of a daily routine, just like brushing teeth or making tea. With time, this routine leads to noticeable improvements in strength, flexibility, and balance. At-home exercises also reduce the fear factor. Many older adults worry about being judged or making mistakes in public exercise spaces. Exercising at home removes that pressure and allows them to practice comfortably in a familiar environment. They can hold onto a chair or counter for support without feeling self-conscious. These exercises are also highly adaptable. Whether someone is fully active, uses a cane, or even has limited mobility, each exercise can be modified. For example, leg lifts can be done seated or standing, depending on comfort. Marching in place can be slow or fast. Balance exercises can be done holding onto support until confidence improves. Perhaps the most significant benefit is the impact these small sessions have on daily life. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make it easier to stand up from a chair, walk around the house, climb stairs, or carry groceries. These small improvements add up to big increases in independence. In short, these exercises fit perfectly into everyday life. They are simple, gentle, accessible, quick, and extremely effective, all without ever leaving home. Confidence is one of the most underestimated factors in mobility. Many older adults stop walking not because their bodies cannot move, but because their minds are afraid to. A single fall, or even the fear of falling, can dramatically reduce confidence. This leads to less movement, which then causes muscle weakness, stiffness, slower reflexes, and ultimately even greater risk of falling. It becomes a vicious cycle. But the moment older adults start practicing these exercises regularly, something powerful begins to happen. They feel their strength returning, their joints moving more smoothly, and their body responding better. These small physical improvements have a huge psychological impact. They begin trusting their bodies again. What once felt risky, standing up quickly, turning around, walking across the room, starts feeling manageable. Confidence is built through repetition. When someone practices the same exercises daily, they gain control over their movements. They learn how their body behaves, how to regain balance, and how to move safely even when slightly unsteady. This self-awareness creates a sense of empowerment that no medication can provide. Restored confidence leads directly to increased activity. Instead of avoiding walking, older adults start choosing to walk more often. They may go outside for short strolls, visit neighbors, or move more freely around the home. Increased movement improves health further, boosting heart function, strengthening muscles, improving mood, and enhancing mental clarity. Confidence also affects independence. Many older adults fear becoming dependent on others. Regular exercise helps prevent this by keeping the body strong enough to perform daily tasks safely. Simple activities, like getting dressed, cooking, or bathing, feel easier when the body is stable and strong. This independence brings dignity and a renewed sense of purpose. Another important aspect is emotional well-being. Movement releases endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters. Regular exercise helps reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, all of which are common among older adults who feel isolated or fearful. When someone feels healthier and more capable, their overall happiness increases. Confidence also encourages social interaction. Older adults who feel unsteady often withdraw from social activities. But as their confidence grows, they are more likely to attend gatherings, visit friends, or engage in hobbies. This social engagement further improves mental and emotional health. Finally, restored confidence gives older adults something priceless: hope. Hope that they can stay active longer. Hope that aging does not mean losing mobility. Hope that independence is still within reach. The simple truth is that movement heals the body and empowers the mind. With regular practice, older adults don't just regain physical strength, they reclaim their confidence, freedom, and quality of life.